Hey guys, good afternoon. So I just want to put a hope you're enjoying your Saturday, but I didn't get a chance to get a video out yesterday. So I just want to clear what I'm, just get my weekly recap out and show you guys what I'm looking at going into next week. So let's get started. So we knew Thursday that we made a fair value gap, right? We knew we made a daily FVG here. What do we expect here, especially with this close? You know, if we go back to the daily bias video, right? If you haven't watched it, go check it out on YouTube. But basically, if we get a, candle close back inside a green one, expect that candle's low to get taken out. You see what happens. Obviously, I mean, I think it was pretty obvious. We would take the previous day low there, daily FEG below, so that you see we dig into the daily FEG. Um, Yesterday afternoon we got a nice pullback. I'll show you where we bounced at here in a, second, and why I think we could see some more upside going into next week. First of all, as long as this daily FEG is holding, I mean, I don't see us getting bearish. Um, could we go up like a 50% or something here on the hourly or 4 hour? I'll show you that here, and then go back and then 50% up maybe, and then back lower through it to maybe like this daily FEG or something. Absolutely. But one thing to note, if we draw our 50% leg, which I'll draw it probably from this last down candle, that's where I like to just like draw them from. That would be the start of the new leg. Um, any downside I could see is if we really start displacing through 50% of this gap. Right here, you see, we almost hit CE of that of the gap, but we did not. But if we start displacing through this, then I think we're going to go down to this daily FEG down here. Or if we wake up, Sunday, or wake up Sunday, but if we wake up Monday or Sunday night, we're starting to displace back up through 50% back up here. I think we're just going to keep on pushing and then to go back to all time highs and to keep on pushing. Just one thing to keep note of, we do still have the daily SMT, right? YM never NQ took new all time highs here. The only indice that hasn't is YM, right? YM still has failed to take a new all time high, showing a little bit of weakness. But you see, Friday was a lot stronger than NQ was. So I think if a YM goes up here and breaks this SMT, I mean, once an SMT breaks, what do we expect? We expect continuation because it shows strength in all three indexes that the markets have liquidity above, and they want to run higher. But so far, right now, it's pretty much it's the cycle's been all time highs. First all time highs were down here, I believe, and then it's just and then we take all time highs, dip, all time highs barely here, we get a dip. But look, we keep dipping into into FVGs here, all time highs, we get a dip, and then all time highs again, we get a big dip, all the way down to the daily FVG that was left open down here. Um, and then you see like we get a big move up. The only thing is we left a daily down here, and we have another daily here. So some downside I can see. It might make the Bears a little happy. We could see this one or this one filled at some point in time, and then guess what? We're still in this big daily range, and the market's not going anywhere. But that's just what I see here on the daily for NQ, ES, YM. If, like I said, all three take a new all time high, I think we just keep on pushing higher. But it's healthy for this market, to pull back into these daily FEGs, rebalance it with our 50%, and then that allows the market to then push higher. It's how it kind of stalls up here, right? Like the market needs to go down and rebalance itself. So that brings me into yesterday. Yesterday we're looking at this, and we get a nice little dip, but we're not like displacing down, right? Remember what I said yesterday? Yesterday morning I put out and I said I want to see this 4 hour FVG here get like closed above and inversed. And I want to see us close above this. I want to see us close above this. When we woke up, we were well above here, right? This was a green candle, and I was like, if we get a 4 hour order block here with the 4 hour inverse, that just tells us we're going right back up to the highs, right? And look, we never got the order block. We never inverse the 4 hour. And what do we get instead? We dip into the daily FVG, the 4 hour FVG, and look. look where we bounced so far. So far 50% is holding. So it's gonna be the same thing for me going into Sunday and Monday. If we can get up here and close above, four these four down candles, including the wicks, then I think we're just gonna push right back all to highs, because then this becomes just one big order block, and then price will it should expand back up to the obvious liquidity point, which is there. So right now, 4 hour is now rebalanced. Doesn't mean we can't come back down and rebalance and hit 50% on the daily, or go back down. We'll just have to see what kind of reaction we get. But usually when you like are expecting reversals and stuff, you see, I kind of mentioned this on Friday morning. You see like FEGs being made on the 15-minute and the hourly, but you see it's just like no FEGs here, right? We had one tiny one here, and then other than that, we had one here. We ended up like, inversing it, but you see, we're not getting that strong displacement that you wanted down to like show you that we're in a true reversal, and then 50% holds on the 4 hour, and you get candles like this. It just doesn't make sense to go full bear mode yet, in my opinion. So um, that's what I've seen on Friday. That's the 4 hour I'm watching. This see if we close by those down candles. Let's see what the weekly looks like. No, so really nothing much else on the weekly. I will mention like it's yesterday really wasn't TGIF, but look where we closed. This is like 25% or so of the weekly candle down from the highs. So just goes to show you, a lot of times we close between that 20 and 30% mark from either the highs or the lows. But just thought that was something cool. I do want to check out the monthly. One thing to keep in mind and watch for, it's a little premature yet, but going into as we're coming into the later stages of May here, once this candle closes, I'm curious and see. I want to see if we get a monthly order block. If we get a monthly order block here, I think the markets are most likely going to keep expanding through the rest of the year. This is just my longer term outlook here, just based on where this candle closes. Only if we close over that though, and that makes our monthly order block. Other than that, guys, I do remember. I think we did leave some equal highs. Let's see. Yeah, so we did leave some equal highs up here. Or that could be a draw. I want to give you guys one target. You guys see nice reversal off 50%, 1 minute inverse. We're taking all the way. But there's equal highs sitting up here. These are pretty obvious ones. I think they're at 677, I believe, or 677. Where are you? So there's some here, right? There's some right here, at that 666 level, and then yeah, there we go. I said I had to go up a little more, but up here at 677. Let's see if I can find the right candle without zooming in. Yeah, so there we go. Up here at 677. Like these ones aren't so I'm not so like concerned about. You see, because they're side by side, but these ones are far apart, and just keep these marked, because this could be like a draw for Asia or London for anybody that trades those sessions. Just those are the first targets I'm going to be watching going into Sunday and Monday. So other than that, we'll take a quick look at ES here, if I can find the candles. ES chart's messed up here, so let's see what is going on. We'll see if the ES1 chart works. Okay. All right, let's go off the ES1 chart. Make sure B adjust is on. So ES, you see, same thing, right? Kind of looks more like YM, for obvious reasons. They're more correlated, but with the YM, see though digs into the daily FVG. The big thing with this is it closed back outside of the FVG. If you remember what I mentioned last time we dug in here, it was important that ES closed back outside of it here, right? Like if you're seeing closes back outside of it, it's showing strong bullish price action. I think if you look at NQ as well, right? I believe, yeah. So you notice here, it's kind of that same signature in price, right? Like daily FEG comes back above, closes above, and then what happens? You get more expansion. So and then you see the same thing with ES here, how we dip inside and then close back out. And then I think the same thing for YM, right? Yeah, so dropped into it and then closed back out, back outside of it. So, uh, I mean, I think we're still bullish here, guys. I mean, I don't see anything saying to go full bear yet. Another thing to notice, ES was so strong that this is another thing to pay attention to. So I guess the ES did hit 50%. Okay, it did not that did not look like 50%, but look where ES bounced on. Same thing. 4 hour FEG, daily FEG, 4 hour 50%, and that's all she wrote. And now you see the same. These candles are the candles I'm looking for on NQ to become order blocks. They've already became order blocks on ES. And this 4 hour bearish FVG has now been in versus as well. ES looks like it's going right back all time highs. So this actually makes me a lot more bullish going into next week for now. Because if you're bearish, like I said, you want to see a bunch of these 4 hour FVGs being formed with strong displacement to the downside, and not getting these crazy bounces off higher time frame 50% levels. So that just tells me bullish still. With that, hope you guys are having a great weekend. Enjoy your Sunday, and we'll catch you guys back up here on Monday morning.